So the first thing we're going to do is our journal entry and discussion to lead into the chapter or the section. And the journal entry is anger, the desire for control, and revenge can often lead to a physical altercation between male and females. Men generally have a greater physical strength than women, so an altercation is often one-sided. Women will often not fight back in fear of challenging the abuser. So what strategies can be used to de-escalate a physical altercation, and do you feel that schools, authorities, and the community set strict enough laws and punishment for physical altercations toward women? So I'll give you about 3 or 4 minutes to respond to the entry. About 2 more minutes to finish up. Yeah. About 1 more minute to finish up. All right, guys, so raise your hand if you feel that schools, authorities, and the community set strict enough laws for physical altercations toward women. Raise your hand if you think there is strict enough. If you think it's true, that there are strict enough laws, raise your hand, so I can see it. Anyone else feel that it is true? All right, so if you guys think it's true, stand up and come stand over here. All right, anyone in the middle? Think, well, the laws are pretty good, but they could be a little worse. Anyone in the middle, raise your hand. Anyone else? All right, so you two come stand over here. And if you think it's false, you guys are going to make a group in the back of the classroom, all right? I'm going to give you 1 minute to discuss reasons why you feel the way you do. So if you think it's true, stand over here. If you think it's false, over here, and if you're in the middle. All right, so I'll give you 1 minute.
Can I write down the notes?
You'll pick it up after this. All right, we didn't start. So what do you think? Think it's true? That there are, if you think it's true that there's strict enough laws towards physical violence towards women. Think it's true?
I don't know.
All right, guys, so I'll give you 1 minute to discuss with your group why you feel that way. So go ahead and start.
I just feel like I'm not sure what the laws are, so yeah, there could be no laws.
facts on it.
What do you guys think? You guys got a couple reasons? All right, guys, about 10 more seconds to finish up. All right, so this group thinks it is true that the laws for physical violence towards women are strict enough. So why do you guys think that?
Because if a man does abuse a woman every day, they should get like a lot of jail time.
All right, so they think it's true that if they commit a violent act, they should get jail time. What do you guys think?
I think there isn't enough done. Like, remember a couple weeks ago about the big fight in the big race war that happened?
Yeah.
There wasn't enough done to like prevent that from happening, and there was. I mean, we did eventually involve like the sheriff, but like it could have been more prevented, like better.
And what are some things you think you could do to prevent the physical altercations towards women?
Well, one, don't hurt them, and two,
Right.
maybe like the bystander, like see if don't just stand there, like speak up or report it or do something.
Yeah, those are great things. You could be more involved, you could report it, and you could speak up for that person. What about you guys, who are kind of in the middle?
Well, we really don't really know that much about like the different charges you could get for hitting a woman, but I know like he says it could be like possibly jail time and stuff. But
Or it could just be no laws. That's like,
Exactly.
at least there is some.
Yeah, right. So it's definitely a good thing that there are some laws, right? So I think we got some pretty good ideas from our entry today. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the 7.3 notes. So make sure in your notebooks you label it 7.3 notes, all right? All right, so we're going to start Chapter 7, Section 3 today, all right? And the objectives that we want to accomplish and the things that you guys should be able to do after this section are, you should be able to explain how anger and a desire for revenge can lead to fights, describe the role that friends and bystanders play in fights, and explain the relationship between a need for control and violence, all right? All right, so anger is the root of most arguments and many fights, right? About 40% of all homicides stem directly from arguments. Do you guys think that's an accurate number, 40%?
No.
Do you guys think it should be higher or lower?
Higher.
Should be higher, right? Because obviously, fights and homicides and things like that, they can all stem from arguments, right? Because an argument is obviously a heated conversation, right? There's friction between two people. They don't agree on two things, right? So it wouldn't make sense that it doesn't start from an argument, right? Because it's not a pleasant conversation. It's where two people disagree and it can become heated.
Can you go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know when you guys are good. All right, everyone good? All right, and anger. The body reacts to anger the same way it does to stress. Physical changes could include tense muscles and an increased heart rate and breathing rates. And you can control your overall reaction to anger. But how though? What are some strategies you can use to control your anger to prevent yourself from being in a physical altercation? Go ahead.
To breathe.
Why would that help?
Doesn't it like slow down like your blood pressure?
Yeah, it'll slow everything down in your body. It'll make you more calm. So breathing slowly is one strategy you can use. Anything else? Go ahead, Kim.
Maybe getting the anger out on things rather than people.
What do you mean by that?
Like as in like not punching a wall, but usually punching something like soft, like
Maybe
soft,
like a punching bag or something like
punching
that?
bag, or like using it like to hurt better things rather than just like using it to fight people.
Yeah, that's a great example. Anybody else? Go ahead, Aaron. Awesome, right? Exercise. But how does exercise help you to reduce your anger levels? And we kind of talked about it in the last chapter, right? Remember, exercise releases the chemicals in your brain called endorphins, right? They make you feel better, give you a better mood. So once those endorphins are released, right, you're naturally going to feel better, less agitated, less angry. So those are all strategies that you can use to reduce your risk of being in a physical altercation, right? All right, and by choosing not to fight, you do not let the other person control you, right? Everyone good on this slide? Give you about another 30 seconds.